Bemena, good morning.
Good morning.
I want to say,
I'm your partner.
I'm Adam. I'm good to see me. Granny, you are back. The catch was a coffee, you can run. Let me catch you.
Granny going.
Me say, me catch you say, you can run. But we are day.
I didn't run.
Oh my.
But what did I run to? I didn't run. I didn't run. Me didn't turn out to radio so can say me Granny.
Uni me di.
Uni re.
Me be nya judge be near friend Judge Kobo.
Nti we Judge Kobo.
Ni 3 more day time. Men masa akwa aba no. So go aba.
Now what's me Granny?
Chance lose to Sunderland as a kai. Me call okodio me nkwaduma.
Nti na why telling me?
Akwa me gina me so.
Nti enen.
Go you are back.
But what's the one person mama kasa?
Say
you are telling me that you didn't.
Yeah, RPM so ha. And I'm who so gina gate here.
I don't credit. To the me. What's me?
And I'm catch you. Na kwado we gina ho there. Mo friend na the time so. Na ndi atwagu ayi so me hu akwa mi na. Unhu ni sese wo so ko.
I tell you what me can say you Granny koi. It me buy me.
Today say me ma ayala best start dwumadi no.
Me buy me do.
Akohyemua from Monday and then wa ba dwuma. Utu mu ni betene epe obekiriki me kwan a mo ntimi anche Sunderland. Uwia no wa be di na nkomo no. E say ho ya de. Never ni say Sunderland yi adai.
Sunderland. Oh, so much share.
Oh.
Say mistake. Well, almost share Chelsea.
Oh.
But some team na fa.
I pick it.
Because from David Alpha, boys in Nhyira United Alpha.
Say form na a woman dey.
Madrid League no na.
Yanje beto so second.
Madrid second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Liverpool nkoyi. City nkoyi. Chelsea crowd dey enka ho asem.
Yeah.
So what you say?
It's abuna more form.
So where the traditional six or whatever they am say yeah ni Arsenal.
I say back to traditional.
Ah, say traditional six and we are back.
Hey.
Auntie we Arsenal all form pa. The second team all form pa no is Manchester United. Auntie Yanje.
You are very wicked about when you first don't mean next year you are okay.
Oh.
You are happy that the weekend is coming. Okay. Your best story be Ojugu be ma. Mbo Ojugu ba ba be.
Ona after Sunday we dwane afi no aba.
Oh, really.
Me catch us Kofi udwane said den. O be fia ha.
Obi anim se me nwane da. E den na me dwane.
Na Tottenham me be fa.
You duru I be this anko.
Na te.
Bibi no me dwane.
Okay.
Na bibi na de me call baby.
Okay.
Ah, nti.
Na ogo na wuti me.
Oh, Monday na no pano. Me could do Nkranza, I think Monday afternoon.
Okay.
Na me do Nkranza Monday and upon me were from Oscar office. Me were was na fina una Richard was we join me. Me nwane na no se behe. Anopa room o so we dwane ala so sere na no kore we dwane. So na say chief ni
Pacho de me hu so we gina gate
dey. Nkranza na me kokko say yes we be dwane na me farm phone.
Me ya up here.
Because no was as we trap post just say o say me ni pa say here. Ere we go
me nua me no ye adwuma. Ma ba adwuma no. Me ya up here na me so me nua gina o gina glass ye dia.
Ere sama na o de nyam ya.
Timi ma ya up here me awie me pa ko yi. Etu me ne so ha unyina.
E de kre.
And I'm saying different akwa na ma me.
E de kre.
So okọ.
E de kre.
O dwane.
E de kre.
Me okọ no abayi.
Bunu East. Ere me kokko say yes o say me dwane. Me yes. Me ko check me phone na. Yes o say me dwane. We chat the number be and Fiifi adwane na go for friend yes we adwane na.
Come ko take kra akoye ayi. Missing person report. Missing person. Fiifi man from Kofi Kwachi.
Uro.
Ayi nguno.
If you come friend to look at come from Zoom.
I see.
Na come no from Facebook Zoom. But as you know style. Any day chiri. Nti Sunderland there.
Okay.
Last weekend we renew.
Mo lose. Okay. Mantia say.
Enjoy.
Mantia say.
Na
ben di po ma o tu sa kwan de. Wa boa o. Dey don ka o kon e di sisu kure ni. Me mia wa ma o.
But okay, Saturday na wuni. Friday ka na wuni.
Me tu be sin jam se wurade. E dey na kontu ni e ya ba be jada. Come on, tia brandy. Anyway, you are welcome.
You're welcome. But last week there.
Okay.
But me person me want say, me say team there.
I pick it. Afa.
Like and you say be a pick it, but I pick it.
No, I pick it.
There's a comfortable.
And yet to say previous now, you win the game way.
Yeah,
now the following game it does have about driver.
But what's the analysis?
It's simple.
What's the simple analysis?
They say players not say almost big team. Manchester United no more. So that's all my result. And one on any BB and tactics and formation,
and there's a Ruby Maroon and now someone can know Dika. So on also any tactics because any tactics.
He's a good coach.
Top coach.
He's a good coach.
On your top.
Top coach. Top notch. Is I'm saying England what there? Who you know? Maybe you are be Ateta no.
Pepe.
Say coach page in a touchline.
Say oh my.
Now who insano handprint. Team so. Team so.
A momentary one I
say me sure more quarantine. Omo training na me.
Okay.
And a mad days me.
To say we
when I know what you know.
Okay.
And exactly you be gina.
There's a slot onru.
Na slot there's where banker.
So
on where banker. Football na say above from. And obit the banking hall. And the bank at mom so me coach.
Slot your banker.
Oh, na so obi am say jogging club adwuma no bi di ho.
And
Maresca there. So wo papa ne pa na adwuma pa. Yakopon de man na ko fisherman. Anyo na papa fisherman. Na adwuma no.
Let's go say ko to aso.
Enzo Maresca there. Kofi, menya Yakopon. Ba sa wo tire na papa ne dia. Na adwuma pa onye coach.
Maresca get coach.
Where fisherman.
Barumi na wori.
One in the tactics as a fisherman.
Barumi na wori champion.
Top. What's your Juma say?
And I don't say I'm here to the music chachane from the I'm following you. No, but I'm not going to crash a mitchell. Because it's and
Team now, Fata.
Yeah. This is in your first or second.
Leicester United.
Leicester. Yeah.
To not pick it. Not time for us. On pediane and numbidi. Moon 5.
Look away.
Hey, there's no anymore. Who is she?
Guys.
Chairman Bomo Grandi.
What's that the chairman message in him?
Is it from daddy to chairman?
No, Obogum.
Nabakono.
Hey, Sesko, Ohene. Benjamin, Ohene Sesko.
Now, one man, Yabutre.
It's a guy relax.
There's income Yabutre and a cacra. Sesko no. If you are to striker.
Hey.
Yabutra to striker. Yanko.
But you can there when you.
Oh yeah, me and I make us.
Yeah, for so
more.
You're a Jimbo with your mother small. Many of my jatum and on one carry Rich. The weekend is starting.
Sure.
And there are a lot of games to play. Michelle, and there's a keenly I'll be debate. In TTE, you win something again. Because this week, boys, they really can cry. You win some more. Which, Kylian Luton Mbappe, Oma presented a golden ball to him at the Pichichi. But I'm not interested in the golden ball. I was interested in how Madrid players didn't now buy it, come and support him. Who said under the ceremony, it was for Kylian. But the whole team, Florentino Perez himself, Coach Xabi Alonso, Vini Jr., the entire Madrid team, came to support him. I think it's a signal of the good things that's happening there. Last week also fell under the El Clasico, and Mikacho said, for people underrating what Xabi Alonso is doing was no fluke. I told you from the very first time Xabi Bobo, it's a simple job of finding balance. And so with team near perfect, you can't beat them.
That's all can say classical no.
Obesheno. He was always going to beat Barca for no. They were just not there. Last season, I kept on saying Barca Shia Madrid 10, Obesheno Madrid 10. But this time, it's with Football Club Real Madrid, especially in the last time out, which Abrante friend Kylian Mbappe. Even after last season record now with the golden boots on this season also in the Champions League in 3 games was 5. In 10 games in the Spanish La Liga was 11. So he is in line to maintain the golden boot award now. Of course, Cristiano Ronaldo, who is his idol, had won the golden boot award, and Abrante friend Kylian Mbappe has managed to win it, which is very, very good. Sets him on the right path to possibly go on and then win the Ballon d'Or, which I'm very sure say any dreams. This is how November looks for Football Club Real Madrid. There is an importance game and then against Valencia, which Valencia this season has not been good. Traditionally, Valencia should be in the top 6, top 7, top 8, top 9 of the Spanish La Liga. But Valencia are languishing in the 18th position of the Spanish top division. So the performance have not been good. Which, and whatever the case may be, with a 5-point gap between Barcelona and Real Madrid, Madrid will have it in the back of their minds that it's time to stamp on it and then apply the accelerator and then increase the gap possibly between Omoniv team and Friend Football Club Real Madrid. They would want to do it. Yeah? It is always a marathon and yes, sprint. It's unya with 3 points now you'll be on your reach. No idea to ye. And that's what Madrid and Xabi Alonso will be feeling. Say, baby, a basa no injuries, squad instability. Players, free injury, on form. Lamine is out of form. Rafinha is now coming back. Ferran is back. Lewandowski is back, but they are now about to get in. Juan Garcia. Let us make sure, say, by the time Barca picks again in the season, because they will, Barca will rediscover form. Before they do, let us make sure, say, it will be hard to catch up, and that is going to be the idea of our brand here, friend Xabi Alonso. What a job Xabi has done. What a job he has done. 13 games in the Spanish Primera Division, 12 wins, 30 goals.
Incredible. Very,
very good job. I mean, for somebody who was questioning of whether he will be able to handle the job at Football Club Real Madrid, he has been able to do that. Madrid have been met by the good news of the return of our branch here friend Trent Alexander-Arnold. Although Dani Carvajal out of the team, it's a good one for team and friend Football Club Real Madrid. Oh, hold on. Of course, this is how the team that possibly looks like for team and friend Real Madrid. Last week, choose anytime goal scorer, was it Bellingham? Because the kind of say
I'm Mbappe.
They've been Mbappe more now choose
Mbappe and one shot.
But one shot. Yeah. Okay. Rich Hudson, Militao, Federico Valverde, Alvaro Carreras, Ada Goulet, Orient Chimeni, Jude Bellingham, Vinicius Junior, Mbappe, Franco Mastantuono. Looks like the starting 11 at Madrid for Eddie Remo in the game against Tima, your friend in Valencia. I think at home, Madrid should win. Whether or not they will score more goals, I'm not too sure. Until a simple Madrid straight win, I was giving them against Valencia. Then to Football Club Barcelona. Have you seen this paper in front of German newspaper? I don't know how to speak German, but Mais shades October, Kwe shades November. Meaning German, it's really a German called Kaboom. But when you shades now. Shades, I won't kind of hear the enemy. March, shades, October, is a only October, November, no so bad, no sign of Bayana. That pressure. On one crew fool, what's the matter? Reasons were starting and they should be
Mr. Harline.
What's up, what?
One is too predictable. I mean, and only idea about Quahanum. It is over here, the classical.
Yeah.
Madrid, who's a Debiana, like I said, look. Madrid front three no. Omunira experiences.
Yeah.
Osha Barcelona chiroma. Omunira den jandisa. So take your time.
Yeah.
Odi am yamo born into space. One too many kafano.
Yeah.
And exactly, Mbappe go no share the same thing.
Yeah.
About two space. Odi mika because speed.
Yeah.
Kofa born no abashe. And I think Hansi Flick on sisani mumkakra. Why too predictable. Why sir? Obama bedroom maybe no. I'm out for Bakaso on your good coach, but he's a good coach.
He's a very good coach.
Oh yeah, Hansi Flick is a very, very good coach.
Very, very.
That's why I predictable to do.
Yeah.
So say coaches no bien they was born on Sunday kakra. At least
me. Well, when somebody says he's being predictable, there are teams. Rich Michel, Mauricio Sarri at Chelsea. And if no, Sir Mauricio Sarri team now the league for the very first time for Napoli in a long time that they are no one. It was clear. It was on paper. Oba Bishianu say say no boss obesho.
Nanya the first season.
No, but what I'm saying is that sometimes it's also about the personal. Rich, if Rafinha was in that Barcelona team, if Lewandowski was in there, and then the personnel was set, it could have been a different story. Because Madrid should have killed my Ifo, but Barcelona, but when Nhyira shed more than 3 goals, they were not. Surprisingly, they were not.
Team, yeah. So maybe Madrid near as a manager.
Of course.
Last season.
Of course.
Barcelona show me back. So they friendly game they can win.
Yeah.
Five times. Ni no much.
Yeah.
This times the engineer show me Ukraine show me 2-1. I think it's a good step.
Yeah, it is. Me, I'm not looking at it in the context of Omoni match and
okay.
But make us say Barca form now deep, you know. The game plan is hinged. You see, Rich, during Samanani here about the players Barca should buy, I kept on telling you, say squad depth is important. At some point, some people were not interested in the Marcus Rashford conversation. But look at the team. It is dependent on Marcus Rashford today. I spoke about Barca's issues at defense. Gerardo Martin doesn't make a difference in my opinion. Even for Eric Garcia. Which me if Chelsea are playing Barcelona in the Champions League, not say Eric Garcia and Kubasi ne starting. Not like Pedro play. Not Lamine was a Pubagi and no say ne growing him. Not Rafinha Mai. Lewandowski, if I have any money, I'm betting on Chelsea to win. Because the personnel is important. Rafinha is the cog of Barca team. Into Nima, it affects the side. And maybe that is where I also agree with your argument that, okay, so Rafinha, Lewandowski, then you tweak it to fit those who are available. Okay. And that's why Hansi Flick has to make such changes. Rich, yes, last year, November, Hansi Flick about 6 games. 6 games, we need 3. Espanyol, FCBL Champions League game, and start Brest. We need some match, you know. And Obaba draw Mienu, friend saying, Olusu Mienu, sorry, Sociedad and Las Palmas, and then had a draw 1 Spanish La Liga game against Celta Vigo. So last year, November wasn't too good. But Barca cannot afford to have this November. They can't afford to have a November where they are not getting the success that they need to get. It's going to be disaster. Madrid baby. And like Marcus Rashford said, it's a marathon, not a sprint, and they would want to come back. But this news of Pedri's injury, no, sorry, that was
big blow.
Rich Mundo Deportivo mentioned it, and I saw him like, still they feel like Lamine Yamal. It was slight discomfort. It was he's not 100% with respect to games. That's all, Bono. Rich Barca will need to get him back. Now, the Barca new look midfield is Marc Casado, Femi Lopez, and Abrentia, Yefredo, Frankie de Jong. They need to herald the middle. It looks like a double pivot can become Casado, and Abrentia, Frankie de Jong, and Fiifi. Mark Barnal, obviously, is returning back into the team. And now, the good news is that Robert Lewandowski and Abrentia, friend Danny Olmo are back, and it's just 1 week left for Juan Garcia to come back into the team for Team Friend Football Club Barcelona. It's 1 against Elche Fiifi. I think this is a game where Football Club Barcelona will be able to get the win. Yes, this the team a very good one. Look at the Barca players Omoya away. Abrentia friend Inake Peña, who could face his former side, but still, it's a game that I think Football Club Barcelona should be able to win against Elche. At 6:30. Which Arsenal, with the teams that they are playing against this season, you know, last season almost dropped 10 points against them. Fulham, look at how Arsenal went to win against Fulham. And as if we all knew, we said Arsenal will win. No, not 2-0, not over 1.5, not over 2.5, but Arsenal will win. Because Arsenal don't need to score more. Which still throughout the season. I want to be careful with the numbers. Maybe somebody can look at it for me. The whole of November, Arsenal did not concede a single goal. Mm-hmm. And I think throughout the season, they've conceded just 3 goals.
Yeah. More than 9 matches. 9! 3 goals when at all.
Defensive solidity is serious. For you to play 9 games.
The last 6 matches will be on for a bond to it.
I am Chelsea fans and I say Arsenal are that good because they are Chelsea fans, they want to accept it. But Arsenal on a different level. We know the history. Yes, see all of those things. But as it stands now, the point is clear. Is pointing to a clear path that Arsenal are onto something very magical this season. Yes, in football, the story that it brings, and so we can't be too emphatic and act like Uyenyame. But then again, paired what is going on, it looks as if it's clear. Which 0 defeats in November, 6 wins, 0 conceded, 6 played, 6 clean sheets for Mikel Arteta and then Emirates. Now look at this data clearly. The table 4 matches weeks ago, then versus now. So Liverpool, when the games were played at that point in time, look at the points difference. Liverpool had 15 points at the time. Arsenal 22 this season. It tells you that there's marginal points increase. Even in terms of Arsenal versus Arsenal, the game on game points increase. No, Arsenal increased by 12 points. That tells you that there is a lot of work that's going on. And then away from home against newly promoted Burnley side, Kasane Nelson. Scott Parker and and something will hit them today. And it's going to be Mikel Arteta and Emirates. They have everything set. At 5:30. Tottenham Hotspur and Chelsea will meet, and Hotspur would want to win the match because this season they believe strongly that they are in a good place in terms of what they are building with club. And say time be about for Tottenham Hotspur to win a game. I think it's this season against Chelsea. On the record against Chelsea in the last few years, I think about 5 or 6. I think somewhere we need 1 pair. But if there is ever a time where Tottenham Hotspur can beat Chelsea, it is now. No, why do I say so? Rich, share through all the teams are Chelsea no more bono. Chelsea winning 81, about draw 42 times, Tottenham Hotspur winning 56 times. Now, why do I say this is probably the best time for Tottenham Hotspur to beat Chelsea? Which I've always believed one of the biggest reasons why Chelsea have constantly had an edge over Tottenham Hotspur. They say, you see, Rich, football, just like in life, confidence, the right amount of arrogance to make you believe you're better than Obi and pushes you psychologically to be better is there. In London, Chelsea have always believed that only are better than Tottenham Hotspur. So even in times where Tottenham are on a very, very good run of form, so against Chelsea, you are not on our level. We will beat you, and I'm prepared to beat them. So you go back to the season where Leicester City won the league. Chelsea essentially at the time were in a bad spell. Tottenham and Leicester were on a run for probably winning the league. Rich, Tottenham came to lead at Stamford Bridge. A goal from Eden Hazard, who was not having a good season at the time, turned it around and prevented Tottenham from winning the league. Chelsea followed arrogantly and with confidence and with a history that they have backing them. Always knows that Tottenham for 1 day, quote unquote, Rich, there is a certain manager in the dugout who I think in terms of personality, in terms of saying the right things, and then inspiring his boys to believe, Chelsea for in times past, say no. Me more Brentford and me more last season, man, can share me. Me Brentford assistant, me Jan or crack it, and discuss any number draw. If there is ever a time we can beat them, it's the next thing. Chelsea are the team or the most susceptible to set pieces for English Premier League in this season. Yes. Chances created from set or against them from set pieces. Goals conceded from them from set pieces. Long throw-ins within the last few games from set pieces. Chelsea. So you catch Chelsea.
But what the record back on?
Yeah, you catch him referee.
Timo red card.
What's a red card? That's it. I have no. See any record.
Any record.
See I have to be there.
Abro records.
See
a beyond record.
Yeah, you can remove Brent. Let me have match the red card.
I want to Panthers. Yeah,
no,
me just match see.
And they are
red
card to come.
I game no grab
red card.
Red card.
And they are red card.
Yeah, no beje. Players na nya coach beje. Coach is not to bench one.
Maresca
nene nkwada no obi abeji bi. Obi predictable.
Now, when we talk about set pieces,
but me on game we. I mean, me know ya dream, but baby, me shouldn't totally towards Tottenham. Tottenham consider good.
So you see, that's what I'm coming to.
Okay.
Which see a set piece in Common Premier League, man. Before Nicolas Jovel left Man City to go to Arsenal, there was Thomas Frank.
Okay.
And Mikai in 2019 or 2018, thereabout, or 2021, thereabout. Abraham or the Brentford Bayern. On the first game against Arsenal, which also Arsenal, the goals they scored were from set plays, overloaded the far post, and they will beat Arsenal in that game. It was Thomas Frank's Brentford. Last week, when I told you that I believe that in the morning game, structure is more important than the coach in the dugout, it was people like this I was talking about. And because Chelsea concede from stuff like that, it can be possible for them to win that game using set plays, which is very, very important for them to come in. Which, but you see, Nhyira any straightforward Emma Toriamos Penese. Me have said it. I think in Europe today, one of the best tactical brains is Enzo Maresca. It's one of my hot takes. People are not seeing it today. And now, let me tell you, there will be one podcast. Flamingo for coach and a course. So former Chelsea player, Atletico Madrid player, Brazilian international. Referee didn't have a Bob Boys and a back and back. Atletico Madrid fullback and a Iboniti. Felipe Luis, the coach of Flamingo. Felipe Luis say he has, when he talk about Maresca and his tactical acumen, is one of the best. I think so too. Which there is a similarity in all of the teams that Chelsea have lost to. Compact in the middle, give the ball to Chelsea. In fact, there is a data where the games that Chelsea bring up ball and more, those are the games that they lose. Chelsea, the only team in the English Premier League, we're losing 8 points from winning positions. Into Chelsea at the kind with 1-0, like last week against Sunderland. Me and Nhyira for whatever reason, from winning positions, it happens. Which I think the game probably comes down to the acumen of the team and how the two teams know will set up. And if Maresca will make certain changes, I think saying Romeo Lavia starts in that game, no? Wesley Fofana starts in that game, no? Marco Correa starts, Pedro Neto starts, and it's very important that once they go into it, they can win. Chelsea have lost 3 of their last 5 Premier League matches, more than they had lost in the previous 16 combined. So it tells you that Chelsea are not in a good place and they need to get back into winning ways. Which this is the possible lineup that I'm hearing that Chelsea will start with. And I mean, what's slight difference? It won't happen.
Chalobah, a champion.
Yeah. Chalobah or a champion, one of them will not start. So the game against Nottingham Forest, or a champion, a tossing. Now, he completely rested Wesley Fofana, who had not played a weekend before. It is very clear. And again, there are 2 reasons why he will play Fofana tonight. Fofana, you will be a more aggressive of a centre back. When you play against Tottenham in a derby, you need an aggressor. You don't need cool, calm, collected people like Obi said, Trevor Chalobah. So Wesley will start, restart, Marco Correa starts. Which he used Malo Gusto as the +1 Roma against Liverpool in a big game to make the difference. I think that with the presence of Romeo Lavia probably slots into the middle as the tempo controller. The last time away, it was important. It would have been an excellent game if Brentford and Liam Delap ended red card for him to be up top, for Joao Pedro to be behind him. But that is the case. Garnacho and Brentford and Neto. Torian will have Jet Spanks, Mickey van der Ven, Kuti Remura returning, Pedro Porro, Bedakure, Paulinha, Kudus, Bergval, Simons, and Brentford and Randall Kolomwene. Which I think this is a game where, for me, either teams will score, and then I don't know whether it ends in a draw, Chelsea wins or Tottenham Hotspur wins. But either teams will score, a yes for me. If Chelsea wins, of course, I'll be very happy. But me personally rush into a prediction for such a game that I think that Tottenham Hotspur has a chance, but Chelsea also can win. Which, I don't think the Manchester United is in a good place. And I think the City ground will be the place that will test Manchester United and test Ruben Amorim's fortitude as a manager. Why do I say this? Which my last 3 games in my winning year, it has been it's a similar pattern. And all of those games, I don't think any of us predicted we will lose. Even against Liverpool, we said it's a big game. When it becomes chaotic, United are better. Sunderland, funny enough, Chelsea match the only game in the 10 games that Sunderland now ball 5 back. Game you about 4-3 BMbo. So maybe it was a lack of respect for Manchester United that Ruben Amorim may punish you almost a master. You don't come to Old Trafford and think that with me elbow, you open up, we punish you. Brighton and Hove Albion. Fabian has never wanted to show that they could be him. The big problem is that you are going now to the City ground. And I like the things Amorim is saying, confidence and all of those things. I say it is one of the biggest honors of my life being here. Of course, you're Manchester United coach. Yeah, Masa. You're Manchester United coach 2 days. It's a big honor of your life. It is the best decision of my life choosing to come there. There is good vibes. Oh, Carrington, because I brought you for the lecture, is back into the score. Oh, but this man is my problem.
Sean Dyche.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, there. No.
No, there's no more ribi. Me problem now, no mama. If it was another
first, no good. Montias says good. Last season, no for women.
But any Sean Dyche in 70 good.
I know. That is what I'm saying there.
Which I
they
saw,
keep changing coaches and yet the same result.
Last season, no, not the same result. Last season, I saw Sean Dyche revive Sir Everton team. No, the Everton team that was dead, Sean Dyche came in and revived it. First season, or they almost stay league. Second season was much more stable until they felt like, okay, almost got them Kingston. They want a coach that has done it with them before. They went for David Moyes because he's much more sustainable. And a balance between defensive solidity and attack.
Bro. I name na. Nottingham Forest ni home view.
Oh, City go mo be show mo.
Kofi. This season, your game I hear boy mre pass agim.
Forest man. Me worry you know.
Obi ka se fugu a game we na fugu.
There's no me name ya.
Fugu.
Umia
say banchi a onfa uniqueness na ano apete
ne bakwe
Nottingham Forest game we game back gra. Look, United your problem no, it has been solved. Obia o share Manchester United last season and even you started this season the early stages can clearly see say you solve your problem defensive wise then you nyade this is why we games now you defend it very well.
Okay.
Adia ba kon so pa ne han say you create chance by intimidation. You need more for no intimidation.
But more scorers.
Matthias Cunha obey na no she go now.
Obo.
Pasha she goals.
Chairman.
Sasko the same thing. Mbuamo kra dey say afa no hu say the Mbuamo aye na hwe no Brentford no.
Obogum.
Now you hu Mbuamo.
Yes, any last season there na Nottingham Forest 1-0-3-2-2-1.
No.
Sean Dyche.
We solve our problem.
Sean Dyche. That for me that's the only difference. In Kekatini na Kenya problem. If it was Ange Postecoglou,
I know.
He's win for United.
My
problem is Sean Dyche.
Anyway.
Anyashi.
You are going to beat them.
Into United straight win.
Win.
Hey.
Win. Ya bodro kra man de mamu mamentra. Me ba mo pam mesa akoko no.
Wow.
Nottingham Forest. Kofi Brady asem na.
So me prediction for Sam Martin over 1.5.
Yeah, ko show mo simple kra.
Mate. Which na Medici finally Liverpool ne Aston Villa, how is it going to go?
Liverpool Aston Villa.
At home and
tricky
at
game.
Anfield.
Very tricky.
So either teams
say Liverpool no. Oh predict you game a. The man yedini. You don't even know the Liverpool team better turn up.
Yeah.
The old Liverpool ne nim no. And the new Liverpool.
But I'm slow to say na saying teams on your boy na mo mfa born into form mo bo wiem.
Onuzumo wiem ni bi.
O ti wiem your boy fa.
Agos my gajo say na do anye coach.
It was all plan.
Ono ne dia chorchoro. Obi de ba na e bia 10 na de 0 ba kon ka na 100 we yedi. Waduma no. I'm a Liverpool go to players we. We are so be bobo fa. No. Omo fa for me. Akwa no nye serious.
For you go.
Say it na da gwa bi at the message by shows you say ni excuse no dem and too flimsy.
Oh yeah, he makes a lot of sense.
I mean in Zonim.
Now when team Maresca did.
Any tangible master.
Maresca saw no week in your prepare for back into come match number 5 back and have who.
Wow.
But you see sometimes the coaches they say it in contest. Why? It's the third say to was your ball.
That's it.
I reach
game ready me mumpa de. And the men fan come me.
Oh fan cast.
Men fan come.
Mama Dashville in the bed them Bradley.
So me try goals mum.
We try goals.
I
think
some me come be win the bedding.
But Liverpool we shall match you fee.
I told me law.
I wish no.
I will not emry.
Oh we shall no. Now we cash on that we say
Sean Dyche. Sean Dyche. Mo former coach Ampamuni. I Grand Porter. Who says o ginechire na o he Sean Dyche na so say
ka. Sean Dyche di odo so jani ma.
How dey na no mfemfem
na. Sean Dyche enye we ali so ko beti amori ma amori tin. O ti na play that so crowd. Sean Dyche ma pon ni senior man.
Sean Dyche me dey say Grand Porter.
David Grandpa. Grandpa, I'm
on the TV lands the coach. You on your coach.
I'm driving license.
Masa, on the UEFA Pro.
What be it?
Well, track consumer, shut the
When you won last week, Yana Morimi.
Saben, I mean, say, man, and then started one thing.
Sorry.
I told you, say, my patient enough.
Okay.
So what I say, and the man who can't say, I'm your coach.
Okay. But
after some time, I'm sure Penny in the training. And they also prepare the team. I mean,
big one, Bournemouth playing this weekend against Manchester United, Manchester City.
City.
Another
City,
game that either
City
Bournemouth. Another game that either team will win and over 1.5. Which just touching on the Italians, and then you will witness one of the best games at the Diego Armando Maradona Stadium because Napoli and Como Ebo. Antonio Conte last season, or Como last minute go. Now after the game says Fabregas catching Antonio Conte say, Oceani Biema or the former coach there, but he will show him something. And I have a feeling it's in all of the best coaching now. I said, you're too careful with the Como Napoli game because anything can happen in that match. Rich, what I know that in that game there'll be a lot of goals and I want to see. And then Luciano Spalletti starts here Juma with Juventus going away to Cremonese. I think they can go on away and go and get the win. Our Italians Triani. Now when we come back on Monday, we'll delve deeper into it. Rich, and now Kofi Kesima. You see, go and believe that Ube winning because there are about 2 or 3 codes in the Amedebe we are ebebo. It's Michelle Uti or radio so first one code Amedebe first one a BW1D 98B9A4. That is the first one.
Okay.
The second one a BW1D 9869. Third one a BW D986176. Fourth one a BW1D980FE9A. And the last one a BW1D97BAE9. Rich.
Okay.
These are the codes. I didn't greens in
Nyame ento greens in guni na so kama pa